This game, I went in not entirely sure what to expect, other than hearing a few things here or there, and seeing these weird big daddies. But by the time I reached the end, I have gotta say, this game surprised me. Stick around for the spoiler-free review to see if it's something you need to play or not.
I am Andrew Ryan, and I'm here to ask you a question. Is a man not entitled to the sweat of his brow? No, says the man in Washington, it belongs to the poor. No, says the man in the Vatican, it belongs to God. No, says the man in Moscow, it belongs to everyone. I rejected those answers. Instead, I chose something different. I chose the impossible. I chose Rapture.
Bioshock offers a beautiful, unique world that happens to be plagued with eeriness and uncomforting sights throughout. But it's so well crafted with all the details that work together, from the oldies music, haunting sound effects, to the dark flickering of the lights, maniacal laughter of the atom-crazed splicers. It's a unique setting that I haven't seen in another game before. You play as Jack, a passenger on a plane that crashes into the Atlantic Ocean. From there, you would venture down thousands of feet below the surface to this man-made world of Rapture, a place created to escape the oppressions of the everyday world, where no government could find it, to learn of its mysteries and horrors that lead to its demise. The game's setting is in 1960, and the concept does sound like something you'd read in a sci-fi novel, where a stranger stumbles into this technologically advanced world so many years ahead of normal society. It's not an open world game, but will progressively take you through these different areas that will give you free roam privileges. It has a good flow to it with this semi-open style. Now to address the lingering thoughts some of you may have.
Is it scary?
As someone who isn't really good with horror games and tends to stay clear of them, yeah, this game does have its moments. The lore and having a few sections that will make you a bit jumpier than the rest of the game. Like this place for one. Hey, if you know, you know. But I think it gets less scary the later you progress, after encountering some of these enemies a few times. Plus, once you get a comfortable amount of resources and plasmids to assist, I'll weigh on that more here in a moment where that makes more sense, it will help your mental, I think, where I found it not too bad to get through. Though, if you are a super timid person with horror-like games in any way, I'd recommend after finishing up on watching the rest of this review, if you're still on the fence about it, check out a trailer of the game to see if you could swing it or give it a pass. No judgment here, trust me, I do get it. Now to bring it back around to those resources and plasmids, in the beginning, part of the fear factor for me was not having enough healing or ammo to deal with enemies. Without diving too much into the narrative of the game, you will learn of Atom. It's a liquid that is used to create plasmids that can alter a person's DNA. This leads to you being able to wield some cool abilities. Furthermore, you get weapons to pair with these abilities. It won't be much starting out, however, as you progress further into the story, you will get some better weaponry to use, where you end up with a nice variety to choose from. Most of the enemies you'll face will be these splicers, people who are addicts of Atom. There will be a few different types of splicers throughout the game. Some are peskier than others to deal with. You'll gather money and Atom credits throughout your playthrough, where you can invest in how you want to play at these vending machines of sorts, picking and choosing which abilities you want to unlock, the resources you need, what you're wanting to upgrade. It's a good system setup and plays nicely once you get a feel for the game. I booted up this game not sure what to expect, but left happily surprised with an enjoyable experience. It was a little flawed, as I did encounter some weird glitches with characters getting stuck in some animations, and had it 2 or 3 times where the game decided to crash out on me, resulting in me booting back up to have lost progress on my latest save, where it wasn't registering, starting me over at the beginning of each area. One of those, I lost like an hour of progress.
What? What the f?
Past that, I don't really have any complaints with this game. The visuals you saw for this review come from the remastered version of the game, which came out in 2016, and I reviewed it on my PC. I had this game stewing in my Steam library for a few years now. I had gotten it in a bundle with the other games for $12. Do I think it was worth it? Yes, I'd spend that alone on just this game. The game is a good length where I played it on the normal mode, or medium as they call it. It provided a decent challenge and was fun while having a captivating story in such a fascinating world. I'm most likely going to play the other games, just gotta find the time to do it honestly. I found myself beating Bioshock in about 12.5 hours. For those looking to 100% it, it's said to be around 20 plus hours. Let me know your takes in the comments. What do you think about Bioshock? Please consider dropping a like, sharing this with a friend, and maybe hit that subscribe button if you haven't already to join this growing gaming community. But most importantly, remember to take care of yourself, have a great day, and I'll catch you in the next video.